We are so ready, I even hit record.
I could tell by the clicking of the space bar or whatever.
Or the little
Or
left
just-
mouse button
Just
thingy
the mouse
on
button.
the laptop.
Got it. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Brothers Game Podcast.
Ah.
It's me, Nicolai,
I'm Brian.
and Brian also. And here we are recording after a long time of not recording.
Yes.
Isn't that great?
It has been a surprisingly long time.
At least a month, right? I mean, like, how long exactly?
Well, we last recorded sometime in
Who
January,
knows?
so
Who knows? It's true. And it is February. Almost the end of February. We're recording this on the 25th. Just to date this recording. Who knows when it's posted? You know, we'll see. But Brian's on his phone, so that's interesting.
I'm pulling up notes
That's interesting.
that I've taken for this episode.
okay.
So this
I have
is
my
this
paper.
is related to the podcast.
See?
Yes, I see.
That's my little paper. Yes, we have papers because guess what? In that month time, we actually played video games. That's crazy. Brian, do you have any comments?
I'm still pulling up the
your
notes.
Leave me alone. See, I did that before we hit record. So that's interesting. That's
I had a lot of things to set up.
That's
Cut me
very
some
interesting.
slack.
Very interesting. Well, audience, I guess it's just me and you. So,
No, I've got it. I've got it. I've got it.
been?
I've got it.
I've been doing pretty good. Brian, how's it going?
Good.
Cool.
I've done enough things that I had to write them down, or else I probably would have forgotten them.
Yeah,
So,
me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
where do you want to start?
let's see.
what have you been
I
up
think
to?
if we go in chronological order,
Chronological. Okay.
I played
Okay.
my first ranked Age of Empires 2 game.
Oh yeah, we'll start with Age of Empires as we have for the past few.
Well, it's funny
recordings.
because I did that and then I basically haven't played since. So I'm not sure how much we'll talk about it in future episodes because I haven't really been playing it. But I did play one ranked game, and I thought I was totally going to get destroyed because so you start out at 1,000 elo. And then it goes up or down from there based on your performance on each game.
Yeah.
So like when you first play, you might go up against a new player, or you might go against somebody who is actually 1,000 elo according to the system. And if you do, and you aren't quite that good, then your rating is going to go down because you're probably going to lose that first match. So I expected to get curb stomped in the first couple of matches until it finally. Until I got down to where I actually am at.
Your actual level, yeah. Okay.
But I feel like I did fairly well for my first game. I did lose, but I think I did okay. So I rated him really hard in the beginning, and like to the point where if somebody had done that to me successfully, I would have resigned immediately.
Yeah,
because
it was
of
hard.
how much damage I was able to do to him. But I had zero follow-up to that. So he was able to recover and just come in and take me down.
So he knew probably.
Yeah.
He probably knew you didn't have more to it.
Yeah.
Like,
because if I was a good player, I would have followed up all that rating with just more aggression until he just crumpled under the pressure and resigned. Because like I hit his gold supply, I hit his wood line. Like this is stuff that devastates new players, but he knew how to recover, and he was able to overwhelm me.
Playing. Or he's just so stubborn that he refused to resign no matter what. So nice, cool. So how low did your elo go after one loss? How much?
It's still in the 900s because I've only lost one game.
Yeah.
So, but I imagine it would probably go all the way down to 700 something. Maybe as low as like 500 before it started going back up again. I don't know exactly.
Is that how that's how you feel your levels at?
Yeah, and I'm basing that mostly on the on T90's low elo legends series and like the elos that he's been casting. And I just I look at their number and then I look at the mistakes they make and I go, okay, do I think I could beat that, or do I think that that's the exact kind of mistake I would have made?
Yeah,
I feel like I'd be in the 7 to 800 range. I feel like that, but I don't know.
All right.
But I only did the one game, and I haven't really been playing it since. So
yeah, the momentum kind of worn down on that. Yeah. So I know you were really into that for a while.
I kind of yeah. So like
I mean, games get stale after a little while.
I hit kind of a soft ceiling that I think I could break through with more practice, but
Yeah.
I'm not really
Yeah.
interested in putting in that kind of time at the moment. So,
Gotcha.
all right.
Cool.
So after that,
What else have you been doing? Yeah.
Nuzlocke.
Yeah, you played a real Nuzlocke playthrough.
Yes. So I've completed it for the first time.
Yeah, you actually finished a Nuzlocke run.
And
That's cool.
I actually completed
what game
it.
was it? Let's start with that, right?
It was Pokemon Blue.
Okay.
I did mention that in the last episode.
Oh, okay. I didn't remember. So.
Right.
So our audience
And
may
I
not have
actually
as well.
beat it within like days of recording that, and so it's
Oh,
actually been a
cool.
few weeks since I did it.
Yeah. So
So I'm actually like trying to remember
you
it.
had to go back. Yeah.
I went back and listened to the last episode to see what I had said about it.
I've done that too. Because I say something on the podcast and then it leaves my brain forever. I forget I ever said it.
So I have
much.
my team written down here, my
Okay.
final team, the team that made it to the Elite Four. And that was Jolteon, Fearow, Blastoise, Nidoqueen.
Wow. That seems like you're like a normal team for
Yes,
you.
it's
So-
a very classic Brian team besides Nidoqueen.
The Fearow and Jolteon especially.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a thing.
The only one who did not make it to the end was Fearow. Sadly,
Fearow died?
died against Gary.
At least it was the final battle.
Yeah.
But he died.
You know, he went out with a
So
bang.
sad. So sad. Did he kill anyone?
Oh,
in
yeah.
the battle? In the final
I think so.
battle against Gary?
Or maybe.
Or did he just die first battle?
Maybe he did. I'm struggling to remember. So. He definitely was instrumental fighting Bruno because of all of his fighting types. Fearow was able to take down, including his Machamp. Just so Fearow pulled his weight in that fight for sure. But I'm pretty sure Alakazam took him out. And
Alakazam,
Fearow
they
was
do that.
kind of who I was counting on to beat Alakazam. So I was like, oh
Dang.
boy. But I think Blastoise carried that fight.
Nice.
Because like Alakazam, he doesn't have a lot of defense, but if you don't one-shot him, he can recover and then hit you with Psybeam, and
you're done.
And he's
You're dead.
ridiculous.
He's so absurdly strong. It's
So I
crazy.
usually rely on a fast, strong physical attack to just hit him real quick and take him out before he's able to actually attack at all. But that I don't think that happened in that fight, if I remember it correctly. Which
Gotcha.
I'm not sure I remember it very well, but you know.
Oops.
Yeah. And then lately I've been playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch. And I breezed through 50cc and 100cc. Got 3 stars gold cup on everything. When I play those difficulties, I feel like I am a pro Mario Kart
Yeah,
player.
you're like,
I am
"Oh,
so
I'm the
good.
best."
I play 150cc and not so
"Oh, I'm
much.
okay."
I play 200cc and I'm like,
I suck.
I am terrible at this game.
Garbage.
I am absolute trash.
Have you finished a single 200cc cup?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
Like 3-starred any of them?
No.
No. Okay.
I did 3-star a mirror mode, 1 or 2 of them.
And that's mirror mode's 150, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I actually haven't touched the mirror mode on Mario Kart 8, which is odd. But yeah, I never got to it. I guess I should maybe go back and try to. I don't think I ever got, full golds on everything on there. So maybe I should go back and do that. I was thinking about Mario Kart and thinking how weird it was that we've gone like 7 years without a new Mario Kart.
Yeah.
It's way longer than there's ever been before. That is a huge gap between Mario Karts, between Mario Kart 7 on the 3DS and Mario Kart 8 on Wii U.
Yeah.
Is a huge difference. And I mean, because 8 Deluxe is just a port. I mean, it's a straight port. Right. With the DLC. Yeah, I don't know. I just think that's crazy. I'm surprised they haven't. I wonder if they're, planning something for holidays maybe this year. But yeah, very interesting. I don't even know what they would do, really. I guess just new courses and stuff.
Yeah.
I really like what they're doing with, they have an app, the Mario Kart Tour game.
Right.
It's like an app game.
I've seen our nieces
it's
playing
stupid.
it.
I don't
so.
like it. But I don't like it. It's an app game, probably.
Yeah.
But the one really cool thing is that it has a million characters. It has every Nintendo character you could ever think of. Like the Ninjas, it's got like
Oh,
Chain
cool.
Chomp. It's, just like every little enemy and random character, and like doctor versions of everyone, and like stuff like
nice.
that. So I think that's kind of cool. I would love if they did that in the new Mario Kart. Just had like a huge roster of characters, because why not? It's not much effort really to add characters, I don't think. But yeah. Anyway, so that's
What have you been playing?
What have I been playing? I don't know, man. I don't play video games. Just kidding. I guess what? I don't know if you realize this. We play Pokemon. All right,
Right.
we talk
Yes.
about Pokemon a lot.
That is a game that we occasionally play.
So, yes, it's been pointed out to us that we talk about Pokemon in basically every episode.
And it ain't
Whatever,
stopping now.
Whatever, it's fine. So I've been playing Pokemon Shield again. And by again, I mean the DLC. So not again.
You've finally gotten around to the DLC?
I finally got around to the DLC. I got around to all of the DLC, in fact. All of it.
Unlike me, who
Yes.
I've only barely played
You
the
started
DLC.
it, and then I started it, and I beat it all. And you're like, huh? What? Did you beat the first one, at least?
I
Isle
mean,
of Armor?
I got far enough to get the Pokemon he gives you.
Okay.
That's as far as
So you
I've
didn't
gotten.
evolve him?
No,
Oh, okay.
I haven't
So,
trained him at all.
Like halfway. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. He does train extremely fast. I got him to level 70 and evolved extremely quickly. But just saying. And then that was pretty cool. So Isle of Armor is really good, though, I have to say. I really enjoyed it in general. It added a good amount of Pokemon. I like the new variety it added. The environments are not bad. I like the weird poisony forest they have, and like the different towers and stuff are kind of cool.
Yeah, I thought that they looked cool.
Yeah.
I thought the landmarks looked cool.
Yeah. Decent sized. It was a little bigger than I thought it would be, which is kind of cool. Story wise, it was okay. I mean, whatever. Old kung fu master type guy, and your new rival's so weird.
Yeah.
Although we had different ones. You had the like poison girl or whatever. I had the dude who's like he has psychic types, and he's like a huge top hat.
Oh yeah.
He's like long blonde hair. And he's like super arrogant.
Yeah.
Like,
so is the.
I think
girl.
maybe they have like the same personality in both versions, but they're just different characters. I don't know. But so beating him was nice to knock him down a peg. That was pretty cool. The most exciting thing was getting to almost complete my like main team.
Yeah.
Because they added like Porygon in there, who's part of my main team. I got Poliwhirl, who's also part of my main team. So that was nice, getting those in there. They did add Baggin and Salamence and stuff, but that wasn't until the Crown Tundra. But I still got him. But so that's nice. That's actually what I'm doing now, is I'm training up like my perfect team, basically. And yeah.
Yeah.
You're like thinking about something, so you're like staring off into space, and I was like, "Bro, are you okay?"
I do that. Just ignore that, because that's just gonna be a thing. So
I just wish this was video, because that'd be really funny to see that. I'm just talking. You're like, yeah, totally.
we've moved to the other corner of the room, which you can't tell because this is an audio only podcast.
It's true.
But yeah.
We're against the wall, and it feels really weird.
I mean, we kind of were in the other position.
Yeah,
So
I don't know. I guess it was okay. I still haven't, made my game room at my house yet.
yeah, you're being very slow about moving everything.
Listen, I got a cat. I got another cat. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But
Because also in our last episode, you were talking about some of the difficulties you had with the HDMI switcher. So your TV woes have not ended.
oh yeah, they've only gotten worse. But we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
That is on my list of things to talk about. But anyway, I do have like this perfect team in Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
Like the six Pokemon I would have like in real life if I, was a Pokemon trainer or whatever. And that is Vulpix, Vaporeon, Poliwhirl, Miss Magus, Porygon Z, and Salamence.
Yeah.
Those are my 6 Pokemon. Love all of those Pokemon. That would be my perfect team. The only one not in the game still is Miss Magus and Miss Drevis are still not in the game, which kind of sucks. But instead of that, I got to do Alolan Vulpix because another one of my favorites because the Doug Trio dude
Yeah.
in Isle of Armor
Yeah.
where you like catch his, try to find his little Doug Trios. He gives you all the Alolan versions of Pokemon, which is really cool. So yeah, I have a Alolan Ninetales on my main team instead of
Cool.
the Mischievous, which is nice because and she has her Snow Warning
Oh, nice.
ability, which is awesome. Obviously makes Blizzard
Great for Blizzard. Yeah.
Blizzard makes that 100% accuracy, so that's awesome. So yeah, that's cool. I actually liked that fetch quest, by the way. That one, the Doug Trio searching on Isle of Armor was pretty cool. It was fun, not too hard, not too easy, that kind of thing. Anyway, I got that, played through Crown Tundra also. Kind of interesting, very legendary Pokemon focused.
Yeah.
Like the entire thing's about legendary Pokemon, basically.
It's funny. So without finishing the Sword Island, I forget what it's called in Sword.
Isle of Armor.
Oh, it is. It's still just Isle of Armor?
Same name.
That's right.
So Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra.
Yeah. Before, without finishing Isle of Armor, I just went straight to Crown Tundra and started the quest there. And I went to this area that is clearly where a legendary Pokemon is supposed to spawn, but I apparently haven't done the steps that you need to make it spawn yet. So I'm just like, okay, cool. Now I have no idea what to do.
Yeah, you just like talk to people and stuff.
Yeah, so I need to figure out
eventually,
where to go and what to do now.
Like the legendary Pokemon comes out immediately.
Yeah.
It's like the first thing you see is you meet him basically. And but he like puts you on quests and stuff to like regain his power or whatever because he's like dormant or something. Yeah, stuff like that. But anyway, it was kind of cool. You get to like choose his second type. He's like a grass type. And then you get to like choose whether he's going to be grass ghost or grass ice, I think are the 2 options. Anyway, I did ghost obviously because I just like ghost types.
Well, and ice grass is a pretty crappy.
It's not
type
a great
anyway,
type
so.
combat. Yeah,
4 times weak to fire.
Yep. So that was pretty cool. And then you also get the 3 like little dudes, like Verizon. It's not actually how it's called. It's not actually what it's called.
Verizian.
Like Verizian. I just call it Verizon.
Yeah. Verizon Wireless.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
That trio of like noble beasts or whatever they're called.
Yeah. Terrakion is one of them, right?
Yeah. And then the steel one. I don't remember his name, but they were pretty cool. But then you also get the Galarian versions of the original birds.
Oh yeah,
of like Articuno, Moltres, and Zapdos. Dude. That was pretty fun.
Yeah.
You go to this tree on the Crown Tundra, and they're all there. They're just all sitting there, like,
oh wow,
they're like, hey, what's up? And they like you like scare them away or something. So like they all go to different wild areas. So one stays at Crown Tundra, one goes to the wild area on the mainland from the main game, and then the one goes to Isle of Armor. And so you have to go to each one and hunt them down basically.
Yeah.
But they are super cool. Zapdos is now fighting type. I think it's fighting. I think they're all flying still.
Yeah.
So he's fighting. Moltres is dark.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just like covered in like black fire and stuff. He's really cool. And Articuno is psychic, I believe. Nice. So very cool.
So Articuno, who is my favorite of the 3,
still the coolest.
Still the coolest.
Yeah, I actually really like the Moltres one. I'm not necessarily a dark type fan usually, but the Galarian Moltres is my favorite out of the 3. Yeah. He's just very cool. I love too because on the DLC islands, they let you like have your Pokemon follow behind you.
Yeah,
like, walk around with you, which is really cool. And it's especially fun with legendaries. It's just great to like be walking around and a fire, Moltres is behind you. It's just great.
It's always great when like an Onix or a Gyarados is following
massive. you. They're massive. Yeah. So yeah, in general, DLCs were pretty good. I enjoyed those. I got my main perfect team, and then I got I just went for it and I hunted down every Pokemon, and then through Wonder Trading and whatever, got all of them. So I actually have I completed the Pokedex for Isle of Armor, which is 250 Pokemon, and then on Crown Tundra I have 249 out of 250.
Right,
And
you were missing one, right?
And that is because Crown Tundra also has all the Regis legendaries, so Registeel, Regice, and all that. But they have 2 new ones that are new to this DLC. So there's an electric one and a dragon one, and you have to choose between the 2. You can't have both.
Oh yeah.
So I got the electric one. So I need Regid Drago, I believe is what it's called. So it's the dragon one. So yeah, that is the one Pokemon I'm missing. So I do ask you humbly to pick that one so we can trade them. I can finish that Pokedex. Yeah. But yeah, it's just one of those things. It's like, that's a classic Pokemon thing, right?
Yeah.
The version exclusives and having to choose and all that. But so yeah, that's the only thing I'm missing there. I wasn't gonna shiny hunt much, and then I did anyway. So I was thinking about it and I was like, so my perfect team, right, is any one of them that I would like shiny. Are there any one in that team of 6 that I actually prefer the shiny version to? And I didn't really, especially for I don't really like Purple Vaporeon or anything like that.
Yeah, for the most part, the shiny versions of Pokemon tend to be a color that I like less than their
it's
original.
usually not, especially like the really lime green ones. I don't like any, like shiny Espeon. What a downgrade from Espeon. Espeon is so cool looking.
Yeah.
And then you just get this like lime green Espeon. Like, no thanks. But actually, Poliwhirl, who's on my main team, his shiny is like very similar. It's just like a light blue instead of a darker blue. And I was like, that actually looks really good. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it and breed for a shiny Poliwhirl. And I was going for it. I spent. I just like, in your free time while I was doing something else or watching something, I would just be like grinding for eggs and stuff. And you do the Matsuo method. I forget what it's called. Matsumoto method, something like that. You're going to open a can. It's okay.
I am.
Just go for it. Ka-chunk.
I'm still going to do it away from the mic.
And so that's the method where if you breed a Pokemon from one region and a Pokemon from a different region, like for instance, I did a Japanese Ditto with my, Poliwhirl that I caught or Poliwag that I caught. It like doubles your chance for a shiny.
Really? Yeah. I didn't know that.
It's really weird. And so like doing breeding with this method, I think it's like 1 in 400 or like 1 in 350 eggs is going to be a shiny. It's pretty good odds.
Yeah, not bad for a JRPG.
Well, it's that because I also had I have the shiny charm, which you get for beating the game. So obviously that helps as well. But yeah, so I grinded for that, and I was also slowly making them better and better IVs, because I started with, a not very good Poliwag. Eventually ended up with pretty decent Most of them had at least three or four, best IVs on certain stats. So it was going well. I finally got a shiny, and it had the worst stats. I think it had a decent in attack instead of best, which I was hoping for. And I think it had a nature that lowers physical attack, which is his most important, because his special attack sucks. So you got to go for physical with Poliwhirl. And I'm like, well, that's just unacceptable. So I just grinded again for another one. And it only took maybe 100 eggs for me to get a second shiny Poliwag, which was really cool. And this one it had a pro attack nature,
nice,
like higher attack nature. Forget what exactly it was. And I think it had at least very good or fantastic on attack. So I was happy with that.
Nice.
Because I'm gonna upgrade his IVs with bottle caps when I hit 100 with him. So I'll make him perfect in the end anyway. So yeah, I finally got the Poliwag I was happy with. And yeah, I'm glad I did it because I love the light blue on the Poliwhirl. Looks really good, actually.
Yeah,
So.
I like shiny Glaceon.
Yeah,
Is
that
cool.
one's pretty cool.
I think I like it about equal with its regular color.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily like it better. Shiny Mew is one of the only Pokemon I prefer the shiny.
Oh, yeah, it's blue, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. That's pretty cool looking.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a few of them. I kind of like shiny Charizard. He looks pretty cool. I don't know. There's a few out there. Shiny Sylveon looks really good. She has like blue ribbons instead of pink ribbons.
Yeah,
Yeah. Also, obviously, blue Gardevoir looks cool too.
yeah.
But
It's so like a
in
lot
general,
of my
I don't care that much about shinies though.
a lot of my favorite Pokemon designs. A big part of why it's my favorite is because of the colors.
Yeah.
And so when they change the colors, I tend to not like it. So the shinies that I think I would like better are probably the ones where I didn't originally like the design of the Pokemon, and then the shiny color change makes them more appealing.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
But so far, I haven't even really seen that much.
I guess I tend to just like the blue ones too.
Yeah, me too.
The blue
I mean, blue
shinies.
is my favorite color.
It's just
so.
good looking. I got a back in Sun and Moon. I got a shiny Rockruff, and he's blue. He's fully blue instead of brown, and he looks amazing.
Nice.
He looks awesome. I just moved him over. I finally did the Pokemon Home thing on the Switch.
Oh yeah.
So I moved everything from the Pokemon Bank on my 3DS. So everything from Sun and Moon, X and Y, everything over to the Pokemon Home, and then added a lot of them to my Shield game.
Nice.
I was like, might as well just move them all forward to the next games, you know.
I should
And actually,
probably do
it got
that.
me Pokerus too, because I didn't have anything
nice.
like that, but I had some in my bank that had Pokerus.
Because I
do
think
that.
that's a way that I could fill my Pokemon Sword Pokedex a lot
Yeah,
quicker
oh,
because
definitely.
it's still pretty sparse.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
Whereas I think I don't know, I don't remember if I completed my Sun and Moon decks, but if I didn't, I got pretty close.
Yeah, I actually did. I did my Sun and Moon. I didn't in Alpha Sapphire, but I did in Let's Go. I got all 151 in Let's Go
yeah.
Eevee, and then I actually moved like the legendaries from that over to my Shield game. So I actually have the regular 3 birds also,
Nice.
along with the Galarian ones in my Shield game, which is kind of cool. But yeah, so yeah, and then after I did all that, I was sort of just grinding my main team, and that got really boring.
Yeah.
So they're all like level 90 almost, so they're almost fully leveled. But I was like, yeah, I'll get back to
Mine
it.
are still all under level 70, I think.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it took time, but it was worth it. It was good. It's great too because there's this. I was EV training some of them too, because there's like the Poke Jobs thing. I don't know, you remember that from Sword and Shield?
yeah,
You
sort
can
of.
you can go to like the I don't know, Rotom computer machine
Right.
thing in the Pokemon centers and send your Pokemon on Poke Jobs.
Yeah.
Which give 'em, like,
now I vaguely remember it.
EVs and XP and stuff. But there's
I think I did a little bit of that.
there's like classes they can go to
Uh-huh.
for specific stats. And if you leave them there for 24 hours, they get like 150 EVs
Nice.
in that one thing.
Wow.
It's like it's made for just super quick EV training. So I mean it takes 24 real hours.
Right.
But I mean it's definitely worth it. So yeah, my Poliwhirl's physical attack is almost as high as it could possibly be. So
Yeah.
that's kinda cool. But yeah. You know, deep Pokemon playing.
Yep.
But anyway, that's about that on Shield. I've kind of put that down for a while now. But yeah, I'm stretching. Big stretch.
Have you played any more of Kingdom Hearts Mom?
Yeah, I obviously beat the main game,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was working on full clearing, just the normal mode stuff. I hadn't moved on to proud mode yet. So because it's standard, actually, is what it's called. But I'm burping. My chest. I'm dying. Okay, we're good. Yeah, and then I got distracted with other games, and I haven't picked it up again in a while. I do want to play that more because I was getting better at it. You know, in a rhythm game, when stuff becomes more muscle memory,
Right.
after a while. I was finally getting to that stage, so I was getting much better at it. But yeah, it is actually a really good rhythm game, though. It was funny. I was thinking of buying it on the Switch also,
Yeah.
because it's on Switch too, just to have it mobile. But the button difference, because A and B and X and circle between PS4 and Switch are switched.
Right.
I'd have to completely relearn the game again.
Yeah.
And there's no way. I actually checked in the settings of the demo version. There's no way to switch the buttons around.
Dude.
So I'm like, that's not worth it. I would have to relearn the whole game again. So not gonna do that. Speaking of, in this most recent Nintendo Direct, because Kingdom Hearts just got on PC, you know about that, right? Epic Games Store.
Yeah.
Got all of the Kingdom Hearts games. I was so hoping that this most recent Nintendo Direct they would announce, Kingdom Hearts all in one for Switch, but of course they did not.
Right.
But man, that'd be awesome. Because like, if they came out on Switch, I'd rebuy all of them again.
Yeah.
It's totally worth it. Just have them all on a mobile thing like that would be super cool. But alas, not yet. Maybe someday. But yeah, I was actually just thinking about maybe playing Kingdom Hearts 3 again.
Yeah.
It's been a long time now. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Might get back into that. We'll see. I have been playing a little bit of Animal Crossing again, too.
Oh, yeah.
I actually got back into it a little bit.
Our mom plays it every day.
Every day. Yep. And so seeing her do stuff makes me like, I should probably do stuff. I think I'm going to like make myself play it again. I'm going to like wipe my island. Not really, but like, because I like my villagers and stuff, I'm going to like just reform everything. Completely new layout. Move everyone's houses to different spots. Move my house to a different spot because you can just move everything.
Right.
And I have enough money to pay for that, to move everything. So yeah, I'm going to like work out, maybe even draw out like a new layout for my island and do that. I also really liked all the snow stuff that they had for the winter. A lot of cool stuff. So, and speaking of that, they just announced in this new Direct, which we'll talk about more, but Super Mario items.
Nice.
In Animal Crossing. So there's like, outfits for all of the Mario characters. There's like blocks and coin items that you can set down. So there's like spinning coins that can just be there. The biggest thing though is actual warp pipes.
Oh, cool.
That you can place in between on different parts of your island and actually teleport on your island.
Yes, that's
which
awesome.
Is actually really cool. I was like, that's a new mechanic. That's really nice. So that'll be fun. So I might even like make a, hidden area that's like really hard to get to unless you use the warp pipe or something. Just stuff like that. So that'd be kind of fun. And that's coming out just a few days. That's all the items are coming out on the 1st, I think. So that's cool. Anyway, that Nintendo Direct. Let's just talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
Did you hear anything other than what I've told you, basically?
Nope, nothing except what you told me. So
I mean, nothing huge, which everyone's of course Nintendo. Nothing annoys Nintendo fans more than Nintendo doing anything. No matter what they do, Nintendo fans are going to scream.
Nintendo does or does not do anything
with a fiery passion. So they announced Pyrrha and Mithra for Super Smash Bros. And you're like, who are they?
Right.
They're from Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Oh, okay.
And they're basically the same. I think they're different people, but can transform into each other. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. I've never played Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but that's what it seems like. There's sort of like two characters in one, sort of. Okay. Anime girls. Okay, whatever. It's fine. I've never played it, so I wasn't very excited about it, but, cool, whatever. At least it's not a Fire Emblem character.
No.
I don't really care who they add to Smash because we're not huge Smash players.
Right.
But
there's been enough
Fire Emblem characters. So I thought the Sephiroth ad was pretty cool. I thought.
Yeah.
I think that's super cool. So I guess I'm okay with anime sword people as long as they're not Fire Emblem characters. I don't know. So yeah, they added them. The other thing was Fall Guys. finally come to the Switch, which I'm actually really excited about.
Oh,
so,
yeah?
I think that'll be probably June, July area. So not super soon, but fairly soon. So that'll be really nice. I'll definitely get back into that then if it's on there. It'll be nice too because I can actually play with people more. Like I could see, Greg or our brother-in-law and mom playing that and stuff.
Right, because they don't have PS4s. So,
right, but with Switches, hey, we could all play together. That'd be really fun. Because it's a fun game on your own, but it's really fun when you're playing with people too. So yeah, so that'll be cool. Biggest announcement in my opinion, which a lot of people were super mad about. I'm super happy about it. Is Skyward Sword HD, baby.
Yeah. Because you actually like that game.
I love Skyward Sword, and it had been rumored for a long time. People were like, "Oh yeah, they're totally gonna do that," and everyone was like, "They're not gonna do that." And Nintendo was like, "We did that," and I think it's awesome. Biggest thing, and a lot of people are actually happy about this. They're adding button controls. You do not have to do the motion controls.
Oh yeah,
which is pretty cool. And they actually use. It's interesting the methods you do it. So you don't just like slash with A or whatever. You actually use the right control stick. And whichever direction you go is the direction he'll swing the sword. So like if you go right, he'll swing, left to right in like a sideways swipe and stuff. So I think that's really cool and makes sense because a lot of the stuff in the game needs very specific sword swipes because it's all motion, Anyway, I think that's really cool. The graphics obviously are way better. Mostly people are mad because it's $60.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
$59.99. It's full price. I think that is a little much. I think that's kind of lame. Really, it should be 40 or 50. Yeah. Even 50 I'd be okay with. But a straight port like that shouldn't be $60. But I do get it, and I will still buy it. So whatever. Also, I don't know if you've seen these. I'll show you after maybe. But the Joy-Cons that they're putting out with it, they're doing special edition Joy-Cons that mimic sort of his sword and his shield, and they look incredibly good.
Nice.
I will absolutely buy those as soon as they are available. I do love special edition controllers and stuff. And just
Nintendo knows how to make Nicolai spend money.
Yep, they sure do. I like Nintendo. Okay, listen. So that was definitely the most exciting thing. They said that they're going to have more news for Breath of the Wild 2 this year, but they haven't said. They didn't have anything in the Direct, which definitely disappointed people. But, I get it. It's fine. Speaking of Directs and things like that, just today, on the 25th, they announced that tomorrow, 26th, they're doing a Pokemon Presents.
Oh, okay.
Outlining new games. So this is the anniversary of Pokemon this week or something. It's Pokemon Day. It's like the anniversary of Pokemon. And so they're going to be announcing a new game of some sort. Most people are hoping that it's, Sinnoh remakes. Is of course the hope of it, which should be okay. I mean, it might make Gen 4 playable. So
yeah, maybe.
I mean, I would play it if they do put that out. But they absolutely could outline, Generation 9 starting tomorrow. Yeah. Because it follows if they follow the path that Pokemon games have been and weren't really affected by COVID, then we should be getting a new Pokemon game this year.
Yeah.
Because it's been 2 years since Sword and Shield came out. And that is the time frame is about 2 years on a new Pokemon game. So, yeah.
It doesn't really make any sense to do it, but I'd love to see a Switch Gold and Silver remake.
I would as well. Like at least a port maybe of
because it's already been
Gold,
remade once. Yeah. So I don't see it happening again. If it does get remade again, probably not for another few years, I'm gonna guess. But it would be so cool to see on the Switch.
It would be awesome,
especially because you can do both Johto and Kanto and you. The cool thing, I feel like the underrated thing about Gold and Silver is going through Kanto with the higher level gym leaders. Having Brock actually have high level Pokemon and
super
stuff.
cool.
That's cool, I think, and it's
super
something
cool.
that seems to be very not very well explored. Not something anybody
And
talks about.
that is the thought.
Yeah.
It's like, well, the last one they remade was Gen 3, so obviously the next remake would be Gen 4.
Right.
But they just made Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee for Gen 1.
Right.
So they could just make a sequel to Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee and do Gen 2
Actually, yeah,
as a
you
Let's
could do
Go
it that way.
Let's Go game.
And I'd be okay with that.
I would totally be okay with that. I think Let's Go Eevee is actually a really good remake of Gen 1. I mean, there's the Pokemon Go style catching a Pokemon, whatever.
Yeah, which
big
I've
deal.
never liked, but
Who cares?
also
like
whatever.
it's not a
fine.
big. It's still a full remake of Gen 1. It's not like it's a little kid version or anything. It's absolutely a full remake, which is
Well,
really
and I mean,
cool.
Pokemon's a little kid game anyway, technically. So
Exactly. Yeah, adult men love getting mad about children's games
right.
on the internet. So yeah, I think either way it'd be really cool. Pokemon Snap is coming out
Yeah.
like, super soon,
Dude.
like within a month. I think it's next month or something. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind playing that. But
As far as games that I spent a lot of time playing that I haven't played in like 20 years.
Yeah, that's up there.
That's up there.
yeah, I wonder if there's a demo or anything for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, or I'd like to see more gameplay of it and just see what it entails exactly. Yeah, we'll see. I saw somebody. What did they say on Twitter? They're like, if tomorrow they announce Sinnoh remakes and it has giant Pokemon in it, I'm going to like eat my computer or something. They said, like, it's true. I don't care for all the gimmicks. Like I think Mega Evolution in X and Y was pretty cool. I think Z moves in Sun and Moon were only okay. They weren't great. The primal versions of the legendaries in Alpha Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, whatever. Those were okay because they were basically just Mega Evolutions.
Right.
Dynamaxing in Sword and Shield is dumb, and I don't like it at all. It is not very cool. I don't love the dungeons with Pokemon, with the Dynamax dens and stuff.
Yeah.
Don't really care for it. I don't care for all the gimmicks and stuff.
Yeah.
I would much prefer they just continued with Mega Evolutions. I think that was cool
Yeah.
and actually felt like Pokemon still.
Yeah.
Dynamaxing just seems very gimmicky and pointless. I don't know. That's my thoughts on all these the new gimmicks and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So we'll see if the remakes or Gen 9 have any of that. Even new Pokemon Snap has that, basically. It has a dumb gimmick also.
Oh.
There's luminescent Pokemon, I believe. Kind of a cool idea. They're basically shiny Pokemon.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
glow.
and
They're
that
like
makes sense for Pokemon Snap.
yeah.
Though.
They're glowing, beautiful Pokemon,
Yeah.
which is obviously the point because you're taking pictures of Pokemon.
Right.
But I think that's okay. That's kind of interesting. I don't know if they're giant or not, or if they're just luminescent. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it. Anyway, kind of cool. I'm okay with that a little bit.
Oh.
So yeah, we'll just see tomorrow. It's a good thing we're recording a podcast today and can't talk about it. It's okay. Next time we'll talk about it.
In the next update, super tiny Pokemon, but they're really powerful.
Ultra tiny Pokemon. No, they're super weak.
Oh yeah.
I think that'd
They
be
become
awesome.
even weaker.
They become horrible. That'd be great.
It's like
That's
when
a
they
new
introduced
twist.
baby Pokemon
Yeah.
in Gen 2.
What if
but
Pokemon were worse? Yeah. It's like, oh, cool. Yeah. I don't know. Very, very interesting. So we will just have to wait and see what happens tomorrow. But I'd be okay with Gen 4 remakes. I'd be more excited about a Let's Go Gold and Silver and or a Gen 9.
Yeah.
Some Gen 9 news would be cool. But yeah, that's my thoughts. Those are my Pokemon feelings. Brian, what other games do you want to talk about? Anything else been going on?
I think that's all the gameplay I've really done.
Wow, sad.
I played quite a
Excuse
bit of
me?
Mario Kart. So
What do you want to play next? What's on your radar? What are you feeling? What are you feeling like?
I feel obligated to finish the DLC for Pokemon Sword.
Yeah, I get that.
So I should do that. I should get around to that.
Yeah, try it out a little bit. See how your motivation can be the legendary birds. They're really cool.
Yeah.
Got to get that psychic Articuno.
I started losing motivation for Mario Kart once I got into 200cc
you lost a lot.
and realized that I'm terrible.
Nice. Nice. Very cool.
Like I even looked up some videos on just how to on tips and strategies for 200cc play, and started trying to get the hang of brake drifting and stuff like that, and it didn't really help that much.
Yeah.
So
Dang.
I'm just bad at that.
You're
At
like,
200cc.
I'm just bad at Mario Kart.
Slow it down,
Yeah.
and I'm great.
It would just take a lot of time and practice, I guess. Yeah. For you.
And probably more than I'm frankly willing to put in.
No, I get
That's
that.
kind of the thing with video games right now for me is like,
Is it
I'm
worth
not-
it to
I'm
put in
not-
the time?
I'm not willing to put in the time and effort anymore to get good at games. And so like if I start
You're like, I'm getting too old for this.
too bad at it, then I'm probably not gonna give it
Yeah.
a lot of time. It's got to have some compelling reasons. Like it's got to have either like a great story or some really good like art assets that I can unlock through getting better at the game. And the difficulty curve can't be too extreme. Like getting the hang of like Birth by Sleep and Kingdom Hearts 3 was that was okay. That difficulty curve was
but not
totally
crazy,
doable.
yeah.
And what else? And I mean, like the Age of Empires 2 normal mode campaigns. That was a difficulty curve for me that was doable.
That was doable, yeah.
I don't know if I would have wanted to try hard on the campaigns.
Yeah, sure.
And like a hard difficulty level CPU is still very difficult for me, and I can't really beat it without just kind of cheesing it and using a really cheap strategy like tower rushing or something.
I forget, did you and Ben ever beat the like super crazy high level?
So we definitely can't beat an insane, even one.
Yeah, both of you
Or
against
not,
one.
I guess, is it insane? I forget. Anyway, the highest level one. We can beat a hard level CPU.
Together.
A single hard level CPU. We can beat two if we cheese it and just use like tower rushing or some other strategy that CPUs are bad at defending
that takes
against.
Advantage of the AI a little bit.
But if we just like straight play a normal game, too hard will beat us. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not necessarily true. I think we did beat one game, but at the hard difficulty level, the swing from one game to the next is weirdly high. Because we had one game where it wasn't even all that hard for us to win against some hard mode computer players, and then the very next game they crushed us.
Yeah, I feel like I've found that in some CPUs also.
Yeah, like it wasn't even close that second game. So yeah, it varies.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
So nothing. You don't want to play anything.
I'll do the DLC for Pokemon.
Probably. Yeah. Okay.
If I feel like it, I might do some more Super Mario 64, get a few more stars, maybe.
Yeah.
If
I've wanted.
feeling
I'm gonna get back
motivated.
into that actually as well. Because I'm in the 80s or 90s or something on that. I'm like, I gotta finish this.
Yeah.
Because I've been feeling like playing Mario a little bit, so I might go do that.
I might finally start like FF4 or something.
Yeah.
I've been waiting until I feel like I'm willing to commit a whole like month of time
to playing
it
Fantasy.
consistently, because I don't want to like say I'm getting like old and forgetting things, but like if I am not if I put a game down for too long,
everyone
I just
gets that.
forget
Yeah.
everything.
No, especially in games like Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
You open up that save point and you're like, where am I?
Yeah.
What's
so
happening?
if I start it,
what are my abilities?
I have to commit to finishing it.
Yeah.
Or I'm not going to feel good about it. I'm
Yeah.
going to be like, oh, I abandoned that game. And now it's which that happened with FF6. I played it.
You played a good amount of it.
I don't know if I was actually halfway through even yet, but like it was the first real fight against Kefka. and I beat him, and then I put it down, and then like I don't know, 2 or 3 years have gone by now.
Yeah.
So,
Jeez. Yep. My first Persona 3 playthrough was like that.
yeah.
I got pretty good ways through it, and then when I came back to it like 6+ months later.
Uh-huh.
I was like, I don't know what's happening. I'm just gonna restart it.
Yeah.
And I played because then I played it again, but on the portable version on my Vita, which had improvements anyway. It was basically like the golden version, you know, It was
Right.
the better version. So I was like, I might as well just start this, and then I never finished that one either. So
Yeah.
oops.
I've
Whatever.
started both. I've started FF6, 8,
yeah.
and 9, and haven't gotten anywhere near finishing. Especially 8 and 9. I only barely started each of them. So
Yeah, I'd like to play 8. I did get the remastered Switch version,
and
and I have 9 on there, obviously too.
yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind
So
trying that out.
I think the next when I have time and decide that I'm actually going to commit to it, I will play a Final Fantasy game that I haven't yet beaten.
Because you also have Bloodborne and
And Dark Souls,
Dark Souls
and
3
and
and
come on.
Dark Souls.
Well, yeah, Dark Souls, but
Dark Souls 3.
that too.
Bloodborne.
It's not one that you've already mentioned.
Sekiro?
No. It's a game I own. Borderlands.
Oh, Borderlands.
I haven't beaten a Borderlands game.
Oh wow, yeah,
Ever.
it's worth
So,
it. They're so
yeah.
good. Borderlands 2 is incredibly good.
Mm-hmm.
I've never played Borderlands 3.
Yeah.
Ever since it came out, I gotta get on that.
I have the Borderlands 2 Handsome collection.
Yeah, me
With
too.
all of Handsome Jack. So
Yeah, I gotta get on that.
I forget. I don't think I got it. The BioShock collection is on my wish list.
Oh, yeah.
And Mass Effect.
Yeah,
I want to
again,
play Mass Effect.
2 series we just haven't been able
Yeah.
to get into.
Yeah, and of course
There's too many games.
I mentioned before I've got Tales of Symphonia that I want to play.
Yeah,
I have
that too.
Persona 3 and 5. So
Yeah,
I've got plenty
I
of
have Persona 5
games
Royal.
that I already own that I have not beaten yet.
I have
So,
Persona 5 Royal, and I just haven't touched it yet.
Yeah.
It's such a commitment, Persona game.
That's what I'm talking about. All of these games, they're like
it's time, a physical commitment, and an emotional commitment. Because Persona will rip my heart out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's such a thing.
Yeah.
And also, a friend of ours who listens to the podcast and we'll probably have on the podcast eventually as when we start doing guests a little more. But he actually lent me the first 2 Dead Space games, which I've always been interested in playing. I've played the first one a good amount. I never beat it. I don't think I own it anymore. So this was a long time. This was early.
yeah.
This was
Well,
like
I mean, it's
when-
an old game.
And when Dead Space was fairly new is when I first played it. So I barely remember how to play it. But so I think I'm going to go straight into Dead Space 2 though, because I've heard that's the best one anyway.
Yeah.
So I might go and get into that soon also, just to play something different. Because I basically never play horror games.
Yeah.
Like we're both really not big horror game people.
No, not really. Not even Resident Evil. Or,
Yeah, I like Resident Evil, but like I'm not deep into it either. So yeah, I might get into that soon too. There's a lot of games I could be playing,
I
but
think maybe if I beat Borderlands 2, that might motivate me to finally beat Borderlands 1.
yeah,
Because
Borderlands 1's actually really good. So.
Yeah. Because, like, I know you've told me more than once that Borderlands 2 was the better game. So
Oh yeah, I mean it's the best one.
if I
them,
play it and like it and get good at it, then it'll probably be easier to beat Borderlands 1. So
I never beat the pre-sequel. It was okay.
Yeah.
Not amazing, but yeah, that's the only one I didn't beat. But they have a Game of the Year HD remake for the first game too on both Xbox One and PS4. So yeah, definitely worth getting.
Yeah.
But yeah,
There's a few older games on my Amazon wish list that I'm gonna just buy and play eventually. One of them is Star Wars Republic Commando. I rented it from either Blockbuster or Hollywood Video,
great.
which tells you how old it is. At one point, and played it for a little bit and liked it.
Yeah.
And
I
so I'd love to actually play that.
I
game
believe they
start to
just
finish.
announced they're putting it on the Switch. I believe they just announced.
Oh, really?
That. Yep.
Oh,
They have Jedi Knight and Jedi Outcast on there too.
Oh, nice. I liked Jedi Outcast.
Yeah. So they have those, and I believe Republic Commando just got announced for Switch very soon.
I'm not sure how much of the single player I actually did on Jedi Outcast. I mostly did the multiplayer.
Mm-hmm. The multiplayer was really good, though.
Yeah,
so,
it was really fun.
Yeah. I also played I played Obi-Wan
Yeah.
on the Xbox. I don't know if you remember that game at all.
Yeah, that's an
original
older one.
Xbox
Yeah.
game called Obi-Wan, Star Wars Obi-Wan. That was really good. Really good multiplayer.
One of the few Star Wars games I haven't played, actually.
Yeah. That was a good one. I actually played that with the cousins. So
Yeah.
that's why I played it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I played the Star Wars Clone Wars game.
Yeah. Wait, which one?
So you play as
system was that?
Anakin, and you're in a tank basically for most of the game. Yeah.
Gotcha. Nice. I do vaguely remember that game. I think. I think I know which one you're talking about. I also loved the pod racing racer games.
Yeah.
But that's out on the Switch also. They have that on the Switch now. I was thinking about getting that.
Do they have the N64 one?
I don't know if it's the N64 one or if it's the PS2 one.
Yeah.
But they have one of them
The
on the
PS2
Switch.
one was a lot easier.
Yeah.
And it had a lot of quality of life improvements over the N64 one. The N64 one was rough.
It was rough.
That was a hard and game, but it was also kind of satisfying to
Very
win
fun.
because of how hard it was.
Very much like F-Zero type racing game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
It's one of those games. So, like, as you go through races, your pod gets more and more damaged,
Yeah.
and you have to buy replacement parts. If you start losing, you start going bankrupt, and you can't afford to fix your pod.
Yeah, I think that's kind of cool. It's like, oh, this is really what pod racing would be like. Costs a lot of money to be a pod racer.
Now this is pod racing.
Now this is pod racing.
Yeah.
So before we end, I'll tell my cat story. Well, my wife and I just recently got a new kitten just a couple weeks ago.
So now you have two kitties.
We have two kitties now. I think I'll talk about the new kitten later because that's a bit of a longer story. I will just talk about the incident.
The incident.
The incident
Yes.
with our resident cat. Her name is Artemis, spelled with a 3 instead of an E.
Right, like in Ready Player
like
One.
from Ready Player One. The book, not the movie. Very important distinction. Anyway, she's amazing. We've had her for, maybe 3 years now. We've had her for a long time. Feels like it. She's
For most
amazing.
of your marriage.
Yeah, almost our whole marriage. She's an amazing cat, and in general, she's very chill. She's not super energetic, even though she's only like 4.5 years old. And just sort of likes to be left alone or chill on the couch or whatever.
Yeah.
So what I did one day, I like putting on like music or like rain or ambiance videos and stuff. There's tons of them on YouTube. They're
And
really
you just play them on your TV.
they're
in
super
your
awesome.
living room.
Yeah, just put them on the TV. They usually have a nice image and nice music or sounds or something. And I found this nature one that was basically like a camera on a bird feeder that had a lot of birds on it. And our newest kitten, he didn't really care. He was just he would glance at it for a little bit sometimes, but then just keep doing whatever he was doing. And Artemis didn't care at all at first. Then I was in the kitchen and I heard her make some noises. And if you've ever seen a cat watching a bird, one, they're super intent, like they're laser focused, and then they start making these like clicky sounds. I'm not gonna do it on here because that's weird and embarrassing, but like their mouths hang open and they make these like weird clicking sounds. And I was like, bro, Artemis is hunting this bird right now. I was like, this is crazy. So she's just like sitting on the coffee table looking up at the TV. And
it's got like an image of a bird feeder or something
yeah,
on it.
it's got video of very good quality video of birds eating on a table or whatever. So, I mean, I could see, I guess she was very fooled and definitely believed it was a real bird.
Must be a good TV.
Yeah, it was a really nice TV. I was like, I mean, she's not going to do anything. She's just going to look at it. So I'm in the kitchen. I'm watching her. Out of nowhere, she leaps. And I mean like over the leap you would make over a cliff in an action movie.
Yeah.
Farther than I ever thought she'd be able to jump because she's not a real jumper.
Yeah.
She's fairly athletic, but not especially for a cat. Anyway, she makes an incredible leap over the floor up onto the ledge where the TV is, absolutely bashes her head into the TV. Hard enough to completely break it, to where there's a massive crack on the bottom of the screen, and now a huge bar of dead pixels going completely vertically across the whole thing. She then proceeded to just like look around and be like, "Where'd the bird go?
Yeah.
What happened here?" And I'm like, thankfully she was not hurt, but also absolutely destroyed our TV and with one headbutt. We had only had this TV for like 5 months maybe.
Yeah.
We got it back in August when we moved into this house. So that's like almost $600 down the drain.
Yeah.
Because fixing a 4K 65-inch TV costs as much as buying a new one. Literally, like it's at least $500 or $600, if not more.
Especially as TVs are getting cheaper.
Yeah. So we're just, I'll post pictures on our Twitter just to show the crack on the screen. But it's insane. So we're probably just gonna use it broken for a while.
Yeah.
Until we can just get a new one.
Yeah.
So very unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, speaking of video things, the NVIDIA RTX 3060 is launching. Not that anybody will be able to buy one.
Not that anyone will get one.
It's out there with a supposed street price of
insane.
about $329.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Instantly go up to 2,000.
Yeah. If you get one for under 700, you're probably lucky.
Insane. Speaking of scalping and low volume, do you know about all this crap with Pokemon cards?
Oh, I mean, vaguely. Yeah.
It's insane. I mean, first of all, if you go to Target or whatever, the shelves are just empty.
Oh, wow. Of course.
But like always, and like it's
Yeah.
been going for a while now. It's like they just can't keep up with demand.
I've never seen...
Everyone is getting into Pokemon so hard right now.
I've never seen scalping so rampant as now.
Yeah.
The people just taking advantage of the pandemic and everything that it's brought along and everything, all the shortages that it's caused, and just scalping everything like weights.
Yeah. Yep.
Barbells or dumbbells. Yeah.
Dumbbells,
just
gone. Yeah.
And it's funny.
Exist.
They aren't even inflating the price that much necessarily. But like, I'll go on Amazon and it'll say available from these sellers, and all the sellers have horrible reviews.
Yeah.
All of them. Like,
sketchy. Yeah. Dang.
Like, I can't buy dumbbells from Amazon that are sold and shipped by Amazon.
Yeah.
Basically, because they all get bought up by scalpers. But like they're it's weird because they're not really making a big profit because the prices they're actually reselling them for are not even that high. But
Interesting.
So it wouldn't bother me except for that their ratings are so low.
Yeah. That they're just not worth getting.
Yeah.
Not worth dealing with it. But yeah, so apparently people, because there's scalpers obviously, but there's also it's big on Twitch right now, unboxing Pokemon cards.
Oh yeah.
And like opening.
Yeah, I think there was a
packs and
thing of
stuff.
Mr. Beast buying a $2 million pack of original.
Oh no, it was Logan Paul.
Oh, it was Logan Paul. Yeah.
The a-hole. Yeah, he bought like $2 million worth of original Pokemon.
Yeah.
So insane. But I mean, yeah, the new ones too. They're just gone everywhere. And like Elite Trainer boxes, even at like retailers and stuff, are going for like $120 for an Elite Trainer box, which retails usually like $40 or $50.
Wow.
It's absolutely astronomical. So can't buy any Pokemon cards right now. But I did get a few from McDonald's. That was cool. I'm buying up Happy Meals one at a time, like a normal person.
Right.
That was fun. They do have some cool stuff there. That was kind of fun.
My very first Pokemon, well, not only my first Pokemon card, but my first Pokemon piece of memorabilia of merchandise that was Pokemon at all was a Pokemon card from, I think, KFC or Burger King. It was Onyx.
Nice. That's
and
awesome.
that was before I had ever played the games.
It was like pretty new, yeah.
And so like I had watched the first couple episodes of the anime, so like I knew Onyx and Pikachu, and I didn't really know hardly any Pokemon. Yeah.
Like, oh, Onyx, I know him.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it was about that time when we got the gold cards, right? The like solid gold little tokens in the Pokeballs from Burger King.
Oh, yeah?
What? You don't remember those?
Not very
What?
well.
They're like little rectangles that look like cards. But they're little.
Oh, dude.
And they're like gold.
Yeah.
And they came in little Pokeballs.
I'd totally forgotten about those. Holy crap.
You're welcome. Nostalgia
Thanks for the nostalgia
broke
bomb.
your brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were little.
And they were
super
like
cool.
solid and
Yeah,
thick too. They
metal.
were cool. Yeah.
They were real metal. Those
Oh,
were
man.
insanely cool. It was one of the cool. That's still one of the coolest like kids meal toys of any fast
Do you know
food place
how
ever.
much money I probably would have right now if I had
you just
kept
saved your
all of my
stuff,
Pokemon merch and in good condition?
Yeah,
Man.
yeah. You would have a lot of mint stuff. Yeah, it's insane.
But not only did I not treat it well, I also didn't keep most of it.
You know,
so.
like children usually do.
Yeah.
But you doing stuff like that is the reason they're worth money now.
Right.
It's because
exactly.
most people did do what you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not normal to keep it in perfect condition forever.
It wasn't until I was older that I was like, I should take better care of my things.
Yep.
All right.
Hey,
That's probably good for
that's
this
probably good
one.
for a podcast. I'm gonna big stretch. Big stretch.
Well,
So we'll play some video games. We'll see what Nintendo has to say about Pokemon tomorrow.
yep.
Well, thank you guys all for listening. Thank you for downloading and rating on your favorite podcast platforms. That's super helpful. If you feel like it, follow us on Twitter at the Brothers G Pod. That's at the Brothers G Pod on Twitter. Or you can just go to thebrothersgame.com.
The Brothers Game Podcast.
Brothersgamepodcast.com, excuse me. That'll also take you to our Twitter. So, with that, we'll see you guys in the next one.
Yep. See you
Bye-bye.
later. Bye.